Hello, good evening and welcome to Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka. Senior Finance Lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amwa, has asked the Bank of Ghana to act swiftly to end the practice of businesses quoting prices in dollars. Even though he admits that enforcing the Bank of Ghana directives on quoting in dollars will require a lot of work, Dr. Amwa said the central bank must be seen to be acting by setting examples.
It will be difficult. It will be difficult because until the central bank gets the hint of it, you will not know, right? You will not know. So it becomes a bit difficult because, again, what happens between the banks and the Forex Bureau is such a deep valley that so many things can happen from the banks through to the Forex Bureau. Not deliberate, but then there may be some loopholes that can be exploited. Now, if I am buying or I'm selling in dollars, and you don't get a hint of it at central bank, how will you change? How will you follow me? How will you deal with that particular act? So the central bank is coming out, which is good, but then they will have to look at it and then make sure that the system that they put in place can pick on the needed, flashpoint and to deal with the issue. What I was expecting that if the policy starts from 1st of September, we just have about 4 days to go. Look, this guideline that is out, how many individuals can have access to? I was expecting that the central bank through the commercial banks will force the commercial banks to send minimum text messages to their customers that this and this and this will be happening from so and so time. So we should be aware. How many of us will be aware if we don't have access? So the central bank will also have to look at how some of these information can trickle down to the very details of individuals that we have in the society. If not, the banks will just paste this in their branches.
All right.
And how many customers will go to the branches and read some of these policies?
Chief Executive Officer of Seshiman Rural Bank PLC, Richard Kwame Eji, has raised significant concerns regarding the operational challenges confronting the banking sector, particularly the adverse effects of recent tax increases on financial performance. Here's more from the bank's 19th annual general meeting.
Chief Executive of Seshiman Rural Bank, Richard Kwame Eji, has voiced apprehension about the systemic obstacles impacting the banking industry nationwide, urging the government to reassess policies to enhance profitability and shareholder value. During the bank's 19th annual general meeting in Bibiani, the Chief Executive noted that the bank's ability to increase dividend payouts was constrained by a significant tax hike, with the rate rising from 10% to 25%. This increase has directly impacted the bank's capacity to optimize stakeholder returns. He, however, appealed to the government to introduce fresh measures to control the high taxes on rural banking.
The challenges, some of them, I would say, one is the tax we pay to the government. We used to pay lower tax, about 10%, but now we are paying 25% of our tax. And a quarter of our profit is going to tax. So it limits our ability to get more funds to grant more loans, do corporate social responsibility, and expand our business. So we will be very grateful if the government can reduce the corporate tax of all rural banks so that we can deepen the financial intermediation and financial inclusion agenda in the rural areas.
Board chairperson of Seshiman Rural Bank, Olivia Nyakwa, echoed the CEO's call, urging Ghanaians to purchase shares in the bank and encourage existing shareholders to increase their stakes. She emphasized that the bank is well positioned for significant growth.
Shares of Seshiman can be purchased from all our branches and the head office. Shareholders are encouraged to purchase additional shares to enable us to increase our share capital to maintain our growth strategy. Additionally, considering the development of the financial industry, it will not be surprising that the Bank of Ghana will increase the mandatory minimum capital requirements. Ladies and gentlemen, I recommend Seshiman's shares to you as a good investment. The shares are sold at 25 pesos per share, even though the book price share is 1 cedi 7 pesos.
On his part, Regional Manager for Apex Bank in Kumasi, Leonard Masang, also recommended that customers adopt mobile banking for its convenience and accessibility from any location.
Of online banking solutions are the primary factors contributing to this. This is why ARB Apex Bank has championed the introduction of agency, internet, mobile banking solutions to RCBs. Let us be deliberate in promoting these solutions, especially the USSD shortcode. Star 992 has mobile banking solution, which enable our esteemed customers to access a host of banking services, including checking bank accounts balances, funds transfer, bill payment, bank account to mobile wallet withdrawals, and saving options.
Hello again. Speakers at the Fidelity Bank Sustainability Conference have called for increased awareness and funding opportunities for small businesses in Ghana's green economy. Speaking to Joy Business, Managing Director for Fidelity Bank Ghana, Julian Uponi, stated that building effective partnerships with ecosystem players will improve the rate of access to green finance and support the growth of a green economy. More in this report.
The third edition of the Fidelity Bank Sustainability Conference aims to reaffirm the bank's commitment to fostering a climate-resilient economy. The conference gathered experts from across varied sectors to explore how Ghana can advance its climate finance agenda through innovations. Speaking to Joy Business at the event, Managing Director for the bank, Julian Uponi, underscored the need for strategic partnerships between financial institutions and business development groups to enable SMEs tap into funding for green projects.
What we find is that in addition to access to finance is capacity building for SMEs, which is sometimes what stops them from being effectively de-risked. Additionally, in this space, a lot of the areas are probably haven't been tapped into properly, and there's no ongoing or existent proven track record of success and banks' understanding of those areas. So that's why we believe in working in partnerships. The banks, and from where we sit as Fidelity, we know how we can assess a business, the profitability, etc. But in some of these areas, it's important that we work with other partners who understand the ecosystem a lot better.
Mr. Oponi was optimistic that Fidelity Bank will lead the charge in sustainable banking in the short to medium term, offering competitive products and ensuring green-led practices.
We are, intrinsically a domestic bank, and we like to be at the forefront of things that matters to the ecosystem in which we operate. And so we don't want to be outside of this conversation. So in 5-10 years, I'd want it to be almost Fidelity's mentioned when we talk about sustainable bank, and we become, not just for the regulator, but for all Ghanaians, almost like a yardstick to measure how well it can be done.
A panelist at the conference and head of risk and regulations at the National Banking College, Dr. Francis Mensah Sasraku, stated the Ghana Banking College's resolve to deepen education on the sector.
We also work in terms of collaboration, where you see clearly that the challenge of bankers ensures that sustainability training is one of the key pillars for you to become a chartered banker. In the area of marketing, which we realize as a very critical point in allocating the funds, which is one of the key pillars in terms of strategy.
Addressing the role of banks in ensuring a sustainable economy, the Bank of Ghana outlined measures to improve compliance of financial institutions in that regard. Ismail Adam, Director of Banking Supervision at the Bank of Ghana, revealed that banks in Ghana have achieved a 73% average compliance of the sustainable banking principles as of first quarter 2025.
I'm happy to say that compliance with these principles has been on upward trajectory, and as at March 2025, the average compliance rate was about 73%. In the year 2024, a 4-year strategic plan on sustainability and climate-related risk was also developed and published. The aim of the plan is to consolidate and strengthen our ongoing efforts to address sustainability and climate-related challenges within the banking sector.
The conference also hosted the Creative Challenge, a pitch competition to offer funding and mentorship for small and medium enterprises offering sustainable products and services. 8 participants were involved in the competition, with Love Ankara taking home the ultimate prize of 150,000 Ghana cedis. The Fidelity Bank Sustainability Conference was held on the theme, Aligning Finance with Climate Action, a path to sustainable banking.
As part of measures to deepen financial literacy in Ghana, Sanlam Allianz has partnered the Multimedia Group Limited to educate more people and advance insurance and financial literacy. The partnership will help spread the benefits of insurance to individuals and businesses, as well as help address challenges facing the sector. Here's more.
Sanlam Allianz has consolidated its position in Ghana among the top 3 insurance companies in the country. This has urged the company to forge more partnerships to enhance financial education in the insurance sector. Speaking ahead of the financial education campaign scheduled to take place tomorrow, CEO and Managing Director of Sanlam Allianz Life Insurance Ghana, Teria Ben Ahmed, welcomed a team from the Multimedia Group and shared some insights.
What makes me quite excited about Sanlam Allianz is the purpose of this business. And usually, for me, when I identify with the purpose of a business, then I can really go all out for it, which says we want to empower generations to be financially confident, secure, and prosperous.
The multimedia team was made up of the head of sales and marketing, David Max Fuga, producer of the Super Morning Show, Joy FM, Samuel Odame, as well as host of the show, Winston Amwa and Kojo Yankson. Mr. Amwa, who is also the head of Joy Business, spoke on behalf of the team.
It's very important for people to be financially confident. And once they are financially secured, they'll be prosperous. As a media organization, our focus is mainly, first of all, to our people and our partners. Now, we believe that we cannot do this all alone. It's important always to form partnerships that would inure to the benefit not just of ourselves or the partner, but to the general population. And that is why we decided to, partner you on this program, but most importantly also visit you. Some of the times, we engage in these partnerships and you don't even know the people who are behind it, the people who are going to be delivering it. We believe it will be important to, beyond the, what you probably would say, sponsorship or the thought leadership, you must know the people who are behind it, who are going to be driving it, so that the partnership would move beyond just, hello, hi, we are doing this, to forming intimate partnerships that would lead to effective delivery of what we've all committed to do.
The launch of the financial literacy campaign tomorrow will bring together key stakeholders of the government, the financial sector, SME associations and development partners to advance the goals of the sector. It will serve as a platform to highlight the importance of financial literacy, promote inclusive access to financial services, and foster partnerships that support the financial resilience and growth of small and micro enterprises across Ghana.
The Consumer Protection Agency has called on DSTV and GoTV subscribers to switch off their subscriptions in protest of the exorbitant prices being charged by MultiChoice Ghana. According to CPA, managers of the firm are short-changing subscribers with their outrageous prices, which are not giving value for money. Speaking at a press conference in Accra, Chief Executive Officer of the Consumer Protection Agency, Kofi Kapito, called on subscribers to take the bold step in putting off their subscriptions.
This is a simple thing that we are saying, that hashtag switch your DSTV and your GoTV off. Because despite what the minister is doing, his effort, the CPA supports the minister 110%. The minister has a responsibility, but we, the subscribers, are even more powerful because this is a business transaction. They are selling and we are buying. So if we are saying that their cost of doing business is too high, and for years they haven't listened, as we all know that not too long ago they even increased their bouquets. I think just by showing our displeasure, by switching our subscriptions off, to let them know that if they don't reduce it, we'll keep disconnecting our subscription. Basically, it will not become some government interference. It will not become some multinational feeling that the government of Ghana is not happy with them. But we, the consumers who subscribe to their business, are telling them that enough is enough. They need to listen to the consumer, the subscriber, who makes them make money. Just like in any business, if you are selling and I'm buying, and I keep telling that the cost of your product is too high, and you don't listen, if I stop buying it from you, I can tell you, if you don't reduce it, eventually your business might not go well. Because these are some of the powers of any consumer to use to let a business or an associate understand that I'm not happy with your business. So this is a simple thing. It's been done in other countries, Nigeria, various countries. Even recently in the United States, Target got in trouble because customers were not happy with Target. Elon Musk, his stocks are going down because of certain things that he made, and the people buying his cars are not happy. His stocks went down 30%. So we, the people of Ghana, who are subscribers of DSTV and Go TV, if we can do what I'm asking, already some individuals are tired, they are fed up, they switch it off. I even hear some people are even now sourcing their cable network from outside the country. I don't condone to that. I would rather have DSTV reduce so that they can stay here and make money so that government can make taxes of them.
PSA and Hallmark Research Lab, a Ghanaian-based AI research entity, have signed a memorandum of understanding to establish an artificial intelligence lab in UPSA. The lab will tackle Ghana's AI challenge with labor subscription by redesigning jobs and creating opportunities for Ghanaians to prepare for newer and higher-earning jobs that have become available now. Here's more. The signing of the MOU Hallmark Research Lab will, in the next 10 years, commit a significant investment of $240 million and will bring together the brightest minds from both industry and the university and give them the resources and the freedom to explore the uncharted territories of AI. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Executive Chairman of the Hallmark Research Lab, Philip Game, said the signing of the agreement paves the way for the creation of an AI laboratory at UPSA, a development which fits into the President's special initiative on AI.
Everything has changed. And so this is the first step in rethinking our adoption, because Africa has always been an end user in the past when it comes to technology. So we always end up paying whilst they keep developing. But this time we'll be developing the tools and be competing in algorithms and everything that you've heard about.
Minister of State in charge of special initiatives, Emmanuel Kweju-Ejikum, said government believes AI is crucial to tackle most of the country's challenges.
I think this is in the right direction. What your university is doing with Mr. Gama and his organization doing is in the right direction. This is going to give another space for the school. In terms of jobs, probably this is where you will get more jobs for your alumni more than any other space. You can write it today, or you can note it somewhere today that this is the space. If you're able to concentrate on AI, because there are people who are coming to Ghana to have a space in terms of tier 4. You are coming from the IT space. They want to build tier 4 centers in terms of crypto. I'm seriously doing consultancy now for crypto with the Bank of Ghana. Whether you like it or not, crypto is coming. Whether you like it or not, AI is championing. Whether you like it or not, cybersecurity is in the space. So we are doing all these programs whatsoever. But trust me, because with the AI, you just sit at home, you can do anything and make your money.
On his part, Vice Chancellor of UPSA, Professor John Kweku-Mensah Mauto, said a lot of transformation could be witnessed by the country with the use of AI.
We will change the rhetorics in this country. We have to consciously change the way we do things, build capacity of our lecturers. And I know this MOU will avail some facilities for UPSA lecturers, as well as enhance our research capacity when it comes to artificial intelligence and IT as a whole.
German corporation GIZ has held a national roundtable on private sector engagement and partnerships in technical and vocational education and training. The dialogue brought together industry leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders to explore ways of strengthening collaboration for skills development and job creation. More in this report.
Roundtable forms part of effort to bridge the gap between policy and industry needs in Ghana's TVET space. Speaking at the National Roundtable, Acting Director General of the Ghana TVET Service, Dr. Rikofi Adjo, says the engagement is designed to position the private sector at the center of driving innovation and sustainable skills development.
For TVET to be successful in Ghana, the private sector must lead the discussion, must own the TVET space, because that is where the sector is, and that is only time they prepare their skilled manpower for the industry. Therefore, the stronger the bond, the better the TVET delivery, for Ghana.
A trainer at ECG Training School, Engineer Adams Madina, emphasized the need for industry and academia to align with current technological trends.
We need to align what is currently happening in this 21st century, and then we can get the trainers well equipped. Because if the trainers don't even have any knowledge, forget it. When you bring in the equipment that is aligned, they will not be interested to train. So we'll be there as what? White elephant. So educators or trainers need to be trained to be able to solve 21st century issues or challenges. Society needs to evolve, change their mindset, their perception, and respect all occupations. That's all I can say. We need to evolve. TVET is not for dandahes. TVET is not for people who are, there is no hope. Like the hopeless, then they no, please.
According to the acting vice chancellor of Accra Technical University, Engineer Professor Akakpovi, stronger collaboration between academia and industry is vital for sustainable job creation. He called for clear policies to bridge mistrust and ensure that students receive training relevant to industry needs.
Industry, whether they like or not, they take their employees from the very graduate we produce in Ghana, and so therefore they have a responsibility. They also to lend a hand, in developing those students by providing them internship, by providing them, co-training opportunities, whereby they could organize seminars, bring equipment on campus, demonstrate to students what their industry is all about, or accepting students coming to learn from them when they are doing key activities like plant maintenance and things of the nature. I think without doing anything at all, contributing to the growth and then the cooking, I may say, of those graduates, it might be seen selfish, and we need to stay away from selfishness.
That's all for Prime Business. I am Pius Kojobaka. We have more for you when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business. Pause is next with Daniel Cranting.